Alright guys, and welcome back to another delicious episode of Shelly's Homemade. And today guys, we're going to be making creamy shrimp and grits. So I have some extra large shrimp right here. We're going to be using these. And I have some bell peppers and onion frozen, right? And I told y'all guys in a few videos that I've done that like this the best thing since cooked food. Like, yeah, like you need some bell peppers and onions, and you ain't worried about them going bad because they frozen. So I'm gonna chop these up. Right, this is as much as I need, and you just put this in a Ziploc bag, put it back in the freezer. I mean, you can leave them whole like this, but I'm just gonna chop it up just a little bit. When I tell you this right here, you can just use this whenever you need to use it. You need some bell peppers and onions. These frozen ones is a life changer. This is a whole game changer for real. So I was at a restaurant with my husband, right? And they had this creamy. He got shrimp and grits, and I had got the lobster and grits, and they had this creamy sauce on there, right? And it was delicious. The grits was subpar. It was okay. It wasn't bad, and my lobster was overcooked, but his stuff was really, cooked to perfection. I guess because it's shrimp, and if you deep frying the lobster, you can't cook it that long. But anyway, it wasn't, the lamb chops was absolutely amazing. But they had this creamy sauce on the lobster and grits and on the shrimp and grits, right? And the sauce was delicious. So I'm gonna replicate that sauce with a Shelly flair. Oh yeah, and I had some crab egg rolls. They was delicious too. And if you come to Baltimore, it's called what's the name of that restaurant? Alright, so this is good enough. I'll just put it in the description box when I remember. Or I'll just put it across the screen to let you guys know what the name of that restaurant was. So it's like a little shout out to them. Give them some sort of love. So I'm gonna replicate their shrimp and grits. Well, their shrimp and grits, that's the sauce, not their shrimp and grits, just the sauce. Because, the grits was okay. I ate them, they wasn't nasty. The lobster was overcooked, but the shrimps was done perfectly. The lollipop lamb chops was amazing. And so was the crab cake egg rolls. So I'm just gonna put the name across the screen. Okay. So now I have my Anduie sausages. I'm gonna use those. And I only need half. Put that in the freezer as well for another round shrimp and grits when I feel like I want some. Alright. Now we're just gonna cut this down, just like so. So that, like I said, the creamy sauce was delicious, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. But we're gonna add these Anduie sausages, and some bacon. Just chop up your Anduie sausages. don't want them too big. And I have cleaned my shrimps, deveined them. Let me see how they deveined and everything. Look at that. Absolutely no poo-poo in there. No sir. So they all cleaned out. I didn't want to bore y'all with me peeling and cleaning shrimp, so I did that. Alright. So I'm gonna get my sausages into a bowl. Right here into my bowl. Alright, so now we're gonna cut up my bacon. So what we're doing here is just prepping. And I already got water on the stove boiling for my grits. So we're gonna need 5 pieces of bacon. Right? And this is thick cut bacon that we're just prepping. Because you know what? We're not doing all of that extra stuff today. So I'm just cutting this up into pieces, prepping my food. Alright, so when we come back, we're going to start searing up this bacon. I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to get our bacon into this pan. So we're going to crisp this up. And once this gets nice and crispy, we're going to come back. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so let's start on the grits. We're going to go in with a 1/2 stick of butter. Then I have some chicken bouillon. Put the chicken bouillon right in here, just like so. Mix that up. Now we're gonna get our grits in here. Y'all guys follow the directions on the box. I'm just gonna eyeball it because I've been cooking grits for so long. I know exactly what I need. Alright, that's good. Alright. So don't forget to just stir this periodically. Alright guys, so now that it's starting to thicken up, we're going to go over here and add some heavy cream. So about a cup of heavy cream. And just let it stir this in. And this heavy cream going to help it get so creamy. So lightly whisk this in and just let it cook. Now that our bacon is almost there, we're going to go in with those sausages. Just let these sausages and the bacon cook up together. And let them sausages get a little caramelization on them. When we come back, we're going to add those onions and peppers. Alright, so now, time to add those peppers and onions. That is beautiful. Alright, so let's add a little garlic to this. And we'll get that in there, mixed in. Like that. Oh man, I'm telling you, garlic, onions, and peppers, bacon, and sauce. Oh, hey! Oh man. Amazing. Alright, so we're going to let this cook down. We come back. We're going to start working on them grits again. Right. So we got our grits here. We got some extra sharp cheddar cheese that we get ready to use. And some American cheese. This is the only place I want my American cheese is in my grits. Alright, so we're going to put these in here. Because believe it or not, American cheese make grits so creamy. We're gonna get that in there and just get this all together mixed in. Right. Then take that sharp cheddar and I don't feel like breaking out the cutting board and grating this with a grater and all that stuff, so we're gonna do it this way. I have plain cheese from this cheddar. So use the box grater or your grater, whatever grater you have, and grate your cheese. Don't do what I'm doing. I don't want you to say, hey, Shelly caused me cut my hand. No ma'am, no sir. Alright, I'm gonna get that in there. Alright, let's melt down. This is gonna be done nice and good. Alright, so let's get these shrimp done. And you're gonna put it in there, the same pan, don't wash it out. You want the bacon drippings and all that stuff in there, right? So now we're gonna season these shrimp. We got these, some Old Bay. The Old Bay on there. Onion powder. Some garlic powder. And some black pepper. Okay. Let's flip these. And you only need to season them on one side. You don't need to do a lot. flip these over. Make sure you got them all flipped to each side. Get a little color on it. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? So, alright, so let's get our shrimp into a bowl. Only take a few minutes to cook that shrimp. Alright. So now, we want to go ahead and get this heavy cream onto the pan. Put a little more in there. And just scrape out all that good stuff off the bottom. Alright. Now we're going to add some garlic powder. A little onion powder. Alright. A little black pepper. That's a little because I just like the flakes in there. And we're going to go in with some Old Bay. Not a lot though, because I put Old Bay on the shrimp. The bacon and the sausage, this has salt, so we don't want to over salt. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and add this in there. And we're going to let this thicken up. Right, let that start to thicken. I'm going to add a little paprika. Just for the color. And you just want to let this cook. And we come back, we're going to plate this thing up. We're going to have us a feast, honey. And we're going to let this thicken up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to wait for it to thicken up. Now, if it don't get as thick as you want it, go ahead and add a cornstarch slurry to this. But this is thickening up nicely enough for me. Alright, I'll be back, guys. Okay, so I have my beautiful grits here. Beautiful cheesy grits. I'm gonna add cream sauce. Alright, so got it. Absolutely beautiful. Let's give it a try. My sausage, my bacon. I'm gonna get a shrimp. Right? a whole try. Hot. That cream sauce. It's amazing on there. And the shrimp is done perfectly cooked. Bacon, the Anduie sausage. Oh my gosh. I'm in heaven. Oh. And grits. Cream sauce alone on these grits is amazing. Guys, y'all gotta try this. I'm not even bullshitting. This is amazing. I could just eat this whole thing. Alright guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I want to eat this. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.